The Bible is a complex and multifaceted text that has been studied and interpreted for centuries. However, when it comes to mainstream media, the true lessons of the Bible are often lost in translation. This is because mainstream media outlets have their own agendas and biases that can influence the way they present biblical stories and themes. As a result, viewers are often left with a watered-down or distorted version of the Bible's message. One reason why mainstream media struggles to convey the true lessons of the Bible is that it often prioritizes entertainment value over accuracy. In order to attract large audiences and boost ratings, TV shows and movies may take creative liberties with biblical stories, adding in their own plot twists and characters. While this can make for compelling viewing, it can also lead to a misrepresentation of the Bible's original message. For example, films like Noah and Exodus, Gods and Kings have been criticized for their inaccurate portrayals of biblical events and characters. Additionally, mainstream media often approaches the Bible from a secular or liberal perspective, which can lead to a skewed interpretation of its teachings. Many journalists and commentators are not biblical scholars, and may not fully understand the historical and cultural context in which the Bible was written. As a result, they may misinterpret or misunderstand key passages and themes, presenting them in a way that is misleading or inaccurate. This can be particularly problematic when it comes to complex and nuanced issues like theology and morality. Another issue with mainstream media's coverage of the Bible is that it often focuses on controversy and spectacle rather than substance. News outlets may sensationalize stories about biblical artifacts or archaeological discoveries, but fail to provide deeper analysis or context. This can create a superficial understanding of the Bible and its teachings, reinforcing stereotypes and misconceptions rather than promoting genuine understanding. For instance, the discovery of the Gospel of Judas was widely reported in the media, but many outlets failed to provide adequate context or explanation of its significance, leading to widespread confusion and misinformation. Furthermore, mainstream media's coverage of the Bible is often limited to a narrow range of perspectives and viewpoints. While there are many different interpretations and traditions within Christianity, mainstream media often focuses on the most prominent or outspoken voices, rather than seeking out diverse perspectives and insights. This can create a biased or unbalanced picture of the Bible and its teachings, neglecting the rich diversity of Christian thought and experience. For example, many media outlets have given significant airtime to prominent televangelists and pastors, while neglecting the voices of quieter, more contemplative Christians who may have a deeper understanding of the Bible's teachings. In order to truly learn the lessons of the Bible, it is necessary to engage with the text itself, rather than relying on mainstream media's interpretations and summaries. This means reading the Bible in its original context, studying its historical and cultural background, and seeking out diverse perspectives and insights from scholars, theologians, and other Christians. It also means being aware of one's own biases and assumptions, and being willing to question and challenge them in light of the Bible's teachings. By taking a more nuanced and thoughtful approach to the Bible, individuals can gain a deeper understanding of its message and significance, and avoid the distortions and misrepresentations that often occur in mainstream media. Ultimately, the true lessons of the Bible are not something that can be learned through soundbites or headlines. They require patience, reflection, and a willingness to engage with the text in a thoughtful and nuanced way. While mainstream media can provide a starting point for exploration and discussion, it is ultimately up to each individual to take the time to study and reflect on the Bible's teachings, seeking out diverse perspectives and insights along the way. By doing so, we can gain a richer and more profound understanding of the Bible's message, and apply its lessons to our lives in a meaningful and authentic way.